Now, I think it's clear to see your character's having trouble sleeping.
Yes.
But what else is going on with her?
So in episode 1, we find Emma that she's actually doing all right. She's a lawyer. She's trying to make her way up to the top, and you know, so she's ambitious at work. She's got 2 kids. She's been with her husband for years and years, so we think everything is quite domestically okay. And then we very quickly learn that she is having trouble sleeping, and then the return of her sister and her mother tends to be what will take us on the journey, I guess. Yeah. And yeah, it's something that happened to her in her younger years that was very traumatic, and that's what's causing it.
I always enjoy that part when they're trying to explain it, but they can't give you too
know,
much, and they're like,
"Where do I?" MI5 in this industry, can't say.
But you know, we've seen you defuse bombs.
Yes.
You know, arrest corrupt coppers. But you say that this character Emma is your most grown-up character.
Yeah, I think I might have said that somewhere along the line. I'm not sure I am. But yeah, I feel like Emma is quite grown up. I feel like she's, you know, and also that turning 40 in the show. I actually turned 40 the same year that we shot it, but Emma was, you know, dealing with it very differently. I was just, you know, really
having a nice time.
Yeah, and just I think ageing is a privilege. I think it's denied to many, and you know, I don't feel 40, if you like. I'm 41 now. What am I on about? So yeah, it was, you know, it was a big part of the show actually. That moment.
How do you feel, Kiefer, about milestone birthdays?
It's not something that I think about very often. I'm keenly aware that I probably have less years in front of me than I do behind me. But, you know, all the more reason to kind of enjoy each day as much as you can.
Absolutely.
That's the important thing.
Exactly.
Enjoy every day. Vicky, now you mentioned that she's a high-flying lawyer, your character. One thing I do love about you, Vicky, in all of the characters that you play, you keep this lovely Nottingham accent. We're from the same part of the world, so I can say that. But there's, I suppose what I'm trying to say is the slang involved? Is there any me ducks in there, or have you toned it down?
No, I've toned it down. She's sort of spent a bit more time in London.
Right.
Oh, OK.
You know,
oh, so it's like JJ.
Yeah, maybe I based it more on you.
Telephone voice on the one show.
Yeah,
you know, you're all right with that, aren't you?
I'm OK with it, yeah. She does, she pulls that out.
Yeah, so I based her accent on yours. Yeah, I just upped it a little bit, but actually what I found was, as we go through the series, you know, when she's not having to put on the persona of being a lawyer and trying to be professional, and, you know, being so deprived of sleep, it felt to me like that kind of, you know, that childhood in her comes out more than it does in the start, if that makes any sense.
It does. Yeah. And, you know, when you watch it, you can't help starting to get paranoid yourself about sleeping habits, Kiefer. You think, will I sleep tonight? You start feeling a bit tired. Have you ever suffered from sleep issues at all? Have you ever had, you know, I don't know, sleepwalking or insomnia or any of it?
I've never suffered from insomnia. I think because I looked into that quite a lot, that is a really serious problem, you know, and lots of complexities to it. But sleepwalking, I sleep talk all the time. I'm an absolute chatterbox, so that's that. Sleepwalking, I have sleepwalked before. I've got up in the night and then just put some clothes on and then got back into bed. And John's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, I'm asleep. But I tell you what I think is the worst thing, I know, I'm just letting you, I'm just being honest, is you can never sleep when you've got a big day. You know, you might be having a big interview, or you've got a big event, or you're getting married and you're thinking, I need to sleep. So the more you try and force it, the less you can sleep.
Yeah,
so that
true.
a lot.
Yeah, I sleep laugh.
Oh, do you?
So just, I'll be asleep.
Oh, you sleep